welcome to another episode of Bleeding Cool Chatter. My name is Caitlin Booth. I am the head film writer here at Bleeding Cool, and you can follow me on Twitter at Katie's Movies. I have grabbed 4 of my writers today because we got 2 of them in the same room, and this time we are going to talk about the movies we are looking forward to coming out in 2018. And I'm just going to go across my line of sight, which means Marianne, you're up first.
Ready Player One.
No.
Introduce yourself.
Relax.
Spoilers.
We're talking about movies. Hi guys, I'm Marianne Butler. I write film and TV and whatever bits of news come across my desk, oftentimes reviews and interviews. You can find me at mabistink on Twitter.
Bill?
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at BillRW and the number 3. I write about TV and film.
Ray?
Ray Fluke, television beat writer for Bleeding Cool. You can follow me on Twitter at OldManGeek88.
And Jeremy?
Jeremy, I'm a collectibles writer for Bleeding Cool. I also write about film, and you can find me on Twitter at JeremyOhio.
So I think I want to know what movie Marianne is really excited about.
I know, you have no idea.
I have no idea.
It's a mystery. The weekend after my birthday, in March, we get the film version of one of my favorite books of the last 10 years. Ernie Cline's Ready Player One. I fell in love with that book, and even more so with Ernie. Sorry, you said it was okay. After seeing his film Fanboys, which he wrote the screenplay for. And that kind of set my hopes and dreams for what this was going to be. And the fact that we have Steven Spielberg directing this film that is built around iconic 80s everything, with so many mentions of his properties in the book, I was so excited when they announced that they were doing it as a film version. But as it's gotten closer, I'm still really excited, but each of the trailers are telling me that this is going to be more focused towards 90s kids, with some of the images and iconography they're using in the trailers, like Iron Giant, instead of the big robot that they do at the end of the book. Sorry, spoilers. And I'm still excited, but it's not going to be exactly what I want, but I'm hoping that it will be strong enough to still keep my imagination as highly motivated as it was at the end of the book.
You know, I haven't seen a bunch of film press people freak out as much as they did in The Cage in Hall H when Steven Spielberg walked out. Yep. They lost their goddamn minds, and it was like, it was really, really nice to see so many people so happy about that. And that was the first time I'd really looked into Ready Player One, because I haven't read the book. We're actually probably going to end up doing like a book lover take from you guys, and then like a non-book person who hasn't read the book take when that movie comes out, because like I said, I haven't read it yet. I've got a copy. I think I got it through Loot Crate of all things. Yep. And I'm nervous about that one. So I hope it's good. I hope because I want it to be good, because I want you to have a good time at it, and I want people who are excited about this kind of stuff to have a good time. So were there any other ones this year that you're really looking forward to, or are you just like tunnel vision focused? Does anything else come out after March? I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm cheating. I have a cheat sheet that I'm looking at here because I can do that. New Mutants, guys. Yep. We get New Mutants. Someone else, of course, can talk about that one, because I'm sure we're all looking forward to that. It's going to be so different than anything else we've had in the genre. I can't wait. I'm excited.
I think for that one, it's going to be very much one of two extremes. It's either really going to be cool and different and kind of dark and gritty and awesome, or it's going to be walking out going, yeah, so Marvel finally whiffed on a movie. So we'll see what they do.
New Mutants isn't Marvel. That's still Fox. And Fox knows how to whiff it a lot. Fox knows how to whiff it all the time.
When does the deal close?
It's still going to be released under Fox, though. It was made by Fox, so you gotta say it that way. Okay, I know I have my other things now.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
Aquaman, definitely. Okay. I mean, I'm still kind of disappointed with what we got of him in Justice League, because I was hoping he was going to be the strongest part of that film, and he wasn't. Am I curious to see more? Yes, I am. So I guess they did their job in introducing his character in that film because I'm already interested, I am already invested, and I'm really looking forward to see what they do with the special effects, because that's going to be so different than what we've seen so far. I am somewhat... I don't know how I feel about X-Men Dark Phoenix yet, because it's one of my favorite comic storylines ever, and I have to say that I'm alright. I'm okay with the casting of Sophie taking over Jean Grey, because she fits more of what the character has been, I feel. She has more of the innocence, and you see the power underlying her surface, where we've seen her go from a young lady not quite sure to whatever she's going to be in this movie, and that excites me. I'm excited for that, I guess. Maybe.
That's probably going to be on my one of my dumpster fire ones. I'm really nervous about that one.
They're trying to go for these deep emotional storylines, and Dark Phoenix is definitely one of those. But people just aren't that engaged with the characters. They haven't spent 20 years building up something. I mean, all the original X-Men 2, blah blah blah, all the way up to now. So finally we've got a Jean in Sophie as a Jean that we can maybe kind of like, okay, we can deal with it, but it's now we're kind of dealing with it. We're not like really invested in her, what's going to happen to her as Phoenix, and so I think that's going to lose a fair amount of what should be the emotional potential. It was that whole thing about how back during the old dumpster fire that was BVS, here you have Batman and Superman dies, and
nobody cares.
Who cares? It just wasn't that compelling, and I think Fox has got that same problem.
I think it's Movie Bob. I think it's Movie Bob does a really good video about talking about why he thinks that Dark Phoenix isn't going to work, coming right off the heels of Apocalypse. Right. Apocalypse was a dumpster fire too.
I think Phoenix will be every bit as memorable as Apocalypse, which is it really wasn't very good, and it's not memorable. It didn't stick.
It was better than Days of Future Past.
That doesn't take much.
All right, Bill, do you want to go next since you're sitting right there?
Sure. Well, I'm looking for... Now, Cloverfield is still coming out this year, right?
We're not sure. So
April was what the last I heard.
Right, but it's been taken off any and all movie slot websites for a release date at this point. So they either left like an open-ended, we'll see when we schedule this during the year, or maybe it's getting pushed. Because I looked at a couple of sites and I don't see it on any schedule.
And there's been
officially.
no trailers, haven't seen anything about it. Now, this could be part of the marketing thing, and I was really pleased with how well they did with Cloverfield Lane. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm kind of excited whenever this thing drops. But, it's really funny, the dichotomy this year, because on the one hand, we've got people's like, Black Panther, it's going to be awesome, because it looks like it's going to be hella cool and just kind of badass. But then we flip over to the other side, and you've got Han Solo, and even Star Wars fans are kind of like, hi. They're just dearly hoping that they don't mess it up too much. It's almost like this acceptance that it's going to kind of suck. They just hope it's not too bad.
So IMDb is telling me that it has an expected date of April 20th for the Cloverfield movie.
Huh.
So I think it got moved like an hour or so after we started running our initial story, and all of the comment section told me that I crappy at my job because apparently I missed it, which is whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I think I said this in the article. People are nervous about Han Solo, and that comes out a month after that one, and we haven't seen anything for that. And this one, no one even knows this one is coming out, so I can understand your trepidation when it comes to this third Cloverfield movie. There's having no marketing and no buzz, and then you're coming out in a really packed year already. It's going to get easy to lost in the fray.
Yeah, even just remembering how many superhero genre movies are coming out this year. I mean, there's a huge swath, and there's always that question about audience exhaustion. Is there a level that's hitting? Is it gonna, or are we just gonna keep on getting so many that fall on top of each other that movies continue to not really ever be able to have a window of more than 2 weeks before the next one comes along, and it shaves things off.
Yeah. looking at the release schedule for 2018 as a critic, sometimes I'm just like, and this isn't even including any of the indies,
right?
Or like any of the award stuff that's going to be coming out at the end of the year. Oh my god.
I mean, we got Ant-Man and Deadpool and Infinity War and
Venom.
Venom and Teen Titans Go. I think
that's right.
Animated, right? No, that's
yeah, that's the animated movie.
Yep.
There's just so many.
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's funny. It's like all those, when they come out, I'll be excited to go see them. But I'm not coming into the year going, I am staying alive. I'm dealing with the Trump administration just so I can get to the point where I can see this movie. There's not a lot on the superhero slate that's really that for me. But when it comes out, it's like, yay, I'll totally be down. I'll be sitting there on the road with the rest of the critics.
How about you, Ray?
Kayla, you're gonna love me for this. The two right off the bat, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Fantastic Beasts, the first movie, and this, it harkens back to the parts of the Harry Potter movies that I love the most, and that's where the magic was in the streets of London. That feel, that combination of the magic and the grittiness of the reality. I thought, in all honesty, I don't know what you guys think, Harry had the best chemistry with that British waitress at the beginning of the Half-Blood Prince than he did with Ginny or anybody else in any of the movies in any way, shape, or form. So I kind of got suckered into that, and I love that Fantastic Beasts really does that nice combination. And also, I got to be honest, I don't know, people have been talking about the Depp-Jude Law thing, and putting Johnny Depp shit aside for a second, the look and swagger of those two, I absolutely see them being a couple. I see them, Dumbledore's the tight-knit one, and Grindelwald is the bad boy. I absolutely see it. I don't know how people are having problems with their chemistry if you put aside the actors' stuff. Just the swagger and the look, that I absolutely do buy. I do think sometimes there's a little bit too much of the real that gets applied into what we're thinking about the characters. But I'm really psyched about that. Second runner-up, Halloween. Yeah, I never thought I would say this, but I got to be honest with Jeremy. I know you're probably on the same way here.
Yeah, you took one of mine.
Yeah. You know, John Carpenter, it's one thing for him to say, like, hey, this looks pretty cool. For him to be able to say, like, they bowled me over with their concept. I want to come back and do the music, and you guys need to really be going this, and Jamie Lee, you need to come back. And
Nick Castle's back.
Yeah. I mean, that right there. And again, you got the creative behind it with David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. Danny McBride, that shocked me the most, even because, again, I just never think of him in that regard. But, yeah, Halloween, I'm very psyched. But my number one, Caitlin.
What?
Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh, I know.
How can it not be?
So one of my favorite things, I have to interrupt you for a second.
No, please.
Ray didn't know that the trailer came out, and I showed it to him in the press room of New York Comic Con and got to watch him live react to it, and it was one of my favorite things I've ever seen in my life. Because I'm, like, standing behind him, like, still freaking out because it's, like, my third time watching the trailer, and I was still excited to see it.
Oh, it just was... I have to give credit to a movie that makes me think differently of the first film just because of the trailer. Without even seeing the film, it automatically, and again, not that I didn't like the first film, but you get that sense that it's the beginning. You know, like Batman Begins. I like Batman Begins, but you knew there was going to be better stuff coming after that. But now, even just in the trailer alone, the little nuances, I go back and watch the first one just to make sure I'm ready for when this film comes out. So, and I haven't felt that stupid giddy like that since I stumbled upon, I'm really going to goddamn age myself here. Die Hard, the opening weekend, it opened when nobody knew what the hell Die Hard was going to be. And then it just hit you the moment. Yeah. Wow. Yep. Just aged myself there. Yeah.
School got out that week. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's what it was. The pterodactyls, they dropped me off at the movie theater, so it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This blush is I realizing I just aged myself, so that's
cool. The Die Hard was a talkie? It was one of those newfangled?
Exactly.
Newfangled talkies.
The guy at the piano in the front of the theater playing. It was very nice. Like this man.
Oh, you know him. Awesome.
Yeah, that's my picks. That's what I'm looking for movie-wise for 2018.
How about you, Jeremy? Or wait, Ray, do you have any dumpster fires that you're looking forward to?
One I'm hoping really isn't, but again, I'm going to steal from Bill and say that it's either, I think, going to be fascinating or just a disaster. The Happy Time Murders.
That's right.
Yeah, just because, one, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this is going to be that Melissa McCarthy movie that I'm just going to be like, okay, I love you, and now you're in a role that I also really love that really is like yours. The combination of the mashing of the weird things, and when it's taken seriously, I kind of like that. That's why I like that Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They never made a sequel to it. I just love the fact that it kind of was this weird merging world that exists on its own, and the fact you're throwing in any type like a Death to Smoochie vibe with the whole weird things going around a kids show type thing. I'm sold. I'm sorry, R-rated killings, puppets, kids show. You're getting my ticket. You're getting my ticket.
And that one is definitely going to swing one way or the other. I do not see that one landing in the middle.
No.
Oh God, Bill's breaking out a puppet. Everyone, we would like to introduce you to Jude Terror.
Burn it all.
Something about Rob Liefeld. Come on, if you're Jude Terror, you got to start talking about Rob Liefeld. That's the way it goes.
Caitlin, can I make a suggestion, by the way?
Yeah, sure.
We may have to have an all physically manipulated Avatar episode of BC Chatter.
That would be awesome.
We might have to have that.
Any other dumpster fires that you're looking forward to?
No, that's the
puppet.
I know. And you can't stop once you start.
I will find all 3 of my porgs and I will bring them on camera just to piss you off, Bill.
Can we discuss how disturbing the hand was as it slowly came into frame, by the way? That was a little weird. It was like...
I can't find the sticks.
No, it's perfect.
He's got hand sticks, but I don't know where they are.
It's right here.
But that's how you do real Muppets, is you've got like 3 people.
Because nobody else was saying anything. I'm like, am I the only one seeing that right now? I'm seeing that hand.
It was me.
Jeremy, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I am very much looking forward to Halloween because I'm a huge fan of the entire series, unfortunately.
All of them?
All of them, except for the second Rob Zombie one. As far as horror goes, besides Halloween, I'm actually really looking forward to the second Strangers movie. Strangers Prey.
You posted that trailer, didn't you?
Yeah. The first one's fantastic. And the second one, when the first teaser came out, it looked like they were just going for jump scares and gore. And now with the second full-length trailer, it looks like it's going to be more atmospheric like the first one was. So I'm all on board for that. And again, Christina Hendricks is in it, and she's amazing. So, yep, Ray's shaking his head. Yep, we're all for that movie now. I'm really looking forward to Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. I love the first one, and for sentimental reasons, it was the first movie I ever took my daughter to see in the theater, and she's really, really pumped to go see the second one as well.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm like, for the same reason, Marianne's really excited for Ready Player One. I'm excited for that movie and see what kind of cameos they can get for it, because I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. I'm really looking forward to Solo.
Oh, you're the one. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Glad someone is.
I'm such a Star Wars honk. I can't help it, but I'm absolutely in love with Donald Glover.
Mm-hmm.
So him being in Star Wars alone makes me excited for that movie.
That's fair.
Is there anything else I'm really looking forward to? No, I think we covered most of them. Like the superhero stuff, I'm at the same level everybody else is. Oh, so like the Wednesday before, it'll be like, oh, I can't believe I wasn't anticipating this more. And then I'll go see it, and I'll be like, oh, that was really good. And for the first weekend, you'll talk about it a ton, and then I'll forget it even came out 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Because another one will come out.
Yeah.
Because that's the environment we live in right now.
For my 2 dumpster fires, I gotta say I love Emily Blunt, but I'm really not looking forward to Mary Poppins 2.
Really?
No, I love her so much, but I just can't. I can't. And I'll be the controversial one and say that I really, really, really didn't like the first Pacific Rim, and it's going to have to do a lot to win me over, but I am going to see the second one.
You see the faces?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Jeremy, I just got to say this. They're fighting in the city. They do that cool pose at the end that just you know it's going to be awesome.
No.
I rarely preach on this.
I don't know what it was. I love kaiju. I love robots. I love Charlie Hunnam. I love Guillermo del Toro. I love everything. And for some reason, I sat there and I was just like...
Have you only seen it once?
Twice.
Twice? All right, never mind. I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, also, the animated Grinch will be terrible. There. Okay, I'm done now.
There's an animated Grinch coming out this year? Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So Ray and Caitlin, which is the better movie, Pacific Rim or Colossal?
They are such different movies. They
are such different movies. Seriously, what a cheap shot, Ray. Have you even seen Colossal before?
Refresh my memory on Colossal.
And
it's an independent movie where a woman channels a giant kaiju when she's in a certain part of her hometown.
I have been effing dying. I have not seen that movie. I've heard good things about it.
It's really good.
It was good.
For my
money,
it's
nothing like Pacific Rim.
No. For my money, Colossal is a better film, but Pacific Rim is just like popcorn awesome for days. You know, sit there and watch. It's giant fucking monsters and robots and kicking the shit out of each other, and it's awesome.
But that's also kind of like.
How would you put those in the same category?
Exactly. I'm with Mary Ann.
Big
those
robots.
don't go together.
Big robots.
It's like Bill. It's like saying you know Schindler's List and Taken both have the same vibe, and they're both action.
No, are we talking about? Wait. Are we talking about the Stephen King miniseries Taken with the aliens, or are we talking about Don't Fuck with the Story? So which Taken are we talking about? Because one's more similar than the other. I'll let you pick which one.
Remember, there is another Taken right now, another Taken TV series.
Yep,
that's true.
And then the movie's basically Taken.
Oh, you know what? But the old miniseries Taken with the aliens, also produced by Spielberg, therefore more similar to Schindler's List.
And there was 1986's Taken 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Which
remember
was
that?
Awesome.
Remember that?
Hey man, the age of the 80s dance-off movies. We should do a way back and bring back the break dance thing. Oh wait, Lambada, the Forbidden Dance. Those were the days, man.
Mary Ann, what did he eat on his break? My God.
McDonald's. It was McDonald's. But I was gonna say, you're talking about
two
dancing?
Chicken nuggets mating. What? Ow! Made from real porks.
Thank you for throwing my dinner on the floor.
Happy Meals have McCrack in them now.
You were talking dancing, right? What musical movie comes out this year, Bill?
Wicked.
Mamma Mia.
Wicked.
Mamma Mia 2.
Mamma Mia
that's
2.
right.
The remake.
I have a problem with this.
Wait, does Wicked come out this year?
Does it come out this year? Or is it next year? No, it's next year.
I thought it was
next year on Star Wars. I'm thinking of next year. It comes out the same day as Episode 9.
Really?
Oh my God, does it really?
That's so
Is it really?
Unwise. Is it the Christmas musical for next year?
They might move it up.
Ooh.
Like, that's my thought, is that they might end up moving it up.
That would probably be a wise decision.
Yeah.
I don't know why. One of my friends mentioned that, and that's why I had Wicked in my head. I'm also still really angry about the fact that Remember Me lost to something from The Greatest Showman at the Golden Globes yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I'm the only one in the house that doesn't like it.
I love Greatest Showman. The more I think about it, the more I love it.
No.
P.T. Barnum was a shit human being.
You and me, Bill, are going to have an episode, just the two of us, discussing how that movie was not good.
And I'll eventually go see it.
I hate Greatest Showman. I hate it so much.
The music is fun, everything else. Just pretend he's somebody else. It's
I don't want... No.
It's terrible. That's my complaint. Everything is fucking overprocessed. It sounds like that is why I hate it. That is why I hate it. Shut up.
Maybe we shouldn't have Bill and Marianne in the same room. All right, so my movies. Now that I'm dragging this shit back on topic, damn it.
Oh, yeah,
Watch me go. Let's see. What am I really looking forward to next year? A Wrinkle in Time. That book.
Yeah.
That book is really, really special to me. I didn't read it. I listened to it as a book on tape while driving from Salt Lake City to Vegas when I was in like the 7th grade. And I was never really that big on fantasy before that. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I even read like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I was like, it's fine. But I was never really that into it. And then I listened to A Wrinkle in Time, and something in my head just snapped, and I just fell in love with fantasy. And I love Ava DuVernay. I love the casting. I love the 3 misses. They all look so fantastic. I feel like there are some people who are trying to who aren't going to give Oprah Winfrey enough credit when she deserves it for being just a fantastic actress. So I'm excited to see her in another movie. I love Reese Witherspoon. I love Mindy Kaling. I think the young lady they brought on for the lead she seems so awesome. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for that movie. Everything about that movie makes me excited for it. But that's one of those ones where I'm nervous because I don't know if I want to reread the book before I watch it, because I haven't read the book in years and years and years. But at the same time, I'm like, I loved that book so much. It was so good.
I'll be able to come into this one with a never having read the book's POV, so kind of see how it feels for someone not having read it.
We'll do the opposite of what we're going to do for Ready Player One. I'll approach it as a book reader, and you can approach it as a non-book reader, and we'll do parallel reviews again. So that'll be cool. I'm excited for that. Let's see, what else? I'm also really excited for New Mutants. I'm pretty much excited for almost all of the superhero movies next year in some capacity, because they're all doing something a little different. Though I am going to put Venom right now as sitting in my dumpster fire category. Even though we haven't seen anything from it yet, I'm nervous. The whole idea behind it makes me nervous. And I think they should have gone with the other guy who's Venom, who's Agent Venom. I'm blanking on his name, Flash Thompson. I think they should have gone the Flash Thompson route because, A, they could have made him a disabled vet, and that would have been a really easy way to get people like us to write a whole bunch of articles about it.
Yeah.
And the Agent Venom storyline kind of separates it a bit from Spider-Man, where the Eddie Brock version is much more connected to Spider-Man as a character, and the fact that Spider-Man's not in the movie. I don't know, I'm nervous about that one. Out of all of the movies that I've seen trailers for so far this year, the one that I'm the most excited for is Annihilation. I loved Ex Machina, and I am just so excited to see what Alex Garland's going to do with this one. That's another one where I haven't read the book, and I'm debating whether or not I want to beforehand. But it's got a fantastic cast, and all of the trailers just make it look like this weird, bizarre thing, and I love the atmosphere that they're getting for it. It kind of almost feels like a horror movie, even though it's not really. The cinematography looks like something out of a Miyazaki film, and it's everything about it just makes me so excited for Annihilation. I actually might be putting Annihilation above Pacific Rim for me right now, just because while I love Pacific Rim, I appreciate Ex Machina more as a movie overall, as art overall more. Not that I don't consider Pacific Rim art. Obviously I do, or I wouldn't have it on my wall. But yeah, Pacific Rim is another one that I'm really, really looking forward to. That movie really, the original one really resonated with me in a way that I was very surprised by when I first, because I went into it and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get to watch a giant robot smack a giant monster with a giant boat. I'm so excited to watch this. And then I walked out of it and I'm like, I have faith in humanity and like everybody working together and coming to a common goal, and it was multicultural, and this is what movies of the future are probably going to end up looking like, and I don't know what I just witnessed. So I'm really looking forward to those. Those two right now, those three are the early releases, but I'm sure some stuff will come up later in the year. They've got a lot of stuff coming out this year. My other dumpster fire, since we've already kicked Solo enough as it is, I'm going to put my other potential dumpster fire as a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting that's coming out.
I just wish.
Yeah.
I just wish that Marianne brought it up when we first saw the trailer. Is they put so much in the trailer. It's like they're giving so much of the stuff away in general. It's like whatever happened to subtlety or enough to get you going, as opposed to all right, we probably know most of the set pieces or at least the leads into them anyway.
Here's the T-Rex.
Yeah, that having that shot in there was like it was weird, but at the same time, I don't remember if it was Trevor or Bayona who said that all of the stuff on all of the volcano crap, that's all the first half of the movie. Right. So there's a whole second half that we haven't seen anything from yet, but I don't trust.
Yeah, in the city.
Yeah.
You mean like 2?
Yeah.
Great. We're gonna tear up San Diego again. This is a great idea, guys.
Yeah. But I don't trust. I don't trust theater. I don't trust studios not to give stuff away these days. Like, I am still shocked, utterly shocked that they didn't give away the Superman thing in Justice League. Like, I would have put money down that they were going to spoil that, and they didn't, and I could not believe it.
Well, it was in every toy.
Yeah, I mean,
and
but
every shirt, and
I was still expecting it to be in an actual trailer. I thought they would, like, even show him coming back to life in some capacity.
Alfred's line was enough of a, yes, he's coming, that I was not shocked.
There wasn't a single thing about Justice League that was shocking, but I was surprised that they didn't actually show him in the actual trailer. So I don't have a lot of faith in the studio not to just show that entire movie, even though they've if they're telling the truth and the first half of that movie is just the volcano stuff and there's this whole other half we haven't seen anything about yet, okay, sure, whatever. But aside from that, they're going to spoil something. And yeah. The other one that I am looking forward to, that for some reason we got a trailer for already, is the Edge of the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales movie.
That's right.
That's like a year away that we got a trailer that I'm excited for. So, and yeah, and Incredibles 2.
No, yeah.
And
Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Deadpool 2, and there's just so many movies, and Mission Impossible 6, and Ocean's 8, and oh my god.
Okay, Ocean's 8. Looking forward to Ocean's 8 could be fun. I'm hoping it's fun.
I'm excited that somebody went through and figured out how many fem/pairings there can be by doing the math. And seeing how many there could be. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. There's going to be so much fanfic written about so many lesbians from this movie, and I'm looking forward to it. I just watched all 3 of the Oceans movies over New Year's. That's what I did, is I watched all 3 Oceans movies for some reason.
I still love I still love both versions of Ocean's 11.
Mm-hmm.
For their respective merits.
And Ocean's 12 is not good, but Ocean's 13 is pretty good.
Yeah. Is that the one
I swear I'm the only person alive that likes 12.
Yeah. Oh, and the Sicario 2 comes out this year too.
Uh-huh.
Secret to freaking movies.
How is our robot boss going to see them all?
Our robot boss is only going to see them if I get into his private messages and just start yelling at him ceaselessly.
Do we just send him a movie pass card?
We really should.
Do that.
Spoilers. Don't watch this part of the episode, Mark.
Happy
birthday,
Mark.
Happy birthday, Mark. You're getting a movie pass card. He still won't go see stuff. You know he won't.
If he gets out of the house at least once a month, kind of a thing.
Well, he has to go recharge his solar battery, too.
Yeah, does the programming allow that?
Oh, he's like Mark Watney. He's actually on Mars, is the whole thing. That's why the time is different.
Just tell him there's old paper in there.
How does he feel about disco? Great. I'm gonna ask these things randomly now in Slack, okay? Just to see what he says.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
I did not post.
I did not. Water bottle. Sorry.
Any other movies you guys can think of? Like I said, there's so many coming out this year. What's another one I'm trying to think of? Tomb Raider comes out this year.
Tomb Raider.
Let's see. Rampage.
Oh, that'll be in my dumpster fire list because I will go see anything that has The Rock in it. Anything.
But don't forget, for the old game adaptation films, you've always got Battleship as a baseline, right? And so it's is it above or below the Battleship line?
Whatever happened to the Monopoly movie? Remember they were making a Monopoly movie?
Yeah.
That was a real thing.
Tetris.
I'm sure they're waiting for the right script. I'm sure that.
Yeah.
Tetris is a thing.
Tetris was the other one, and we kept joking that they should do Jenga because what was the old Dragon Con adage? Jenga, a movie more wooden than the actors in it. It would have been great.
I'm looking over the list.
For short snippets and everything, go check out Rafe Luke's videos on YouTube. You can find them out there. His stand-up comedy routines, they're awesome.
Yeah, one's a little different than the other two. One's a little different than the other two. It was probably the best way to put it.
One out of the three is really good. You get to figure out which one.
Yeah. One isn't safe for work. Don't play it.
We're getting The Predator next year for you horror movie fans.
Yeah!
Shane Black is doing his Predator. Pretty excited.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Let's see.
He is so excited. I got to talk to him at the Saturn Awards last year, and he said that he could not be happier to be making this film. And it's one that he's always wanted to do, and he is thrilled to be able to do it.
Holy crap, you guys. I'm looking at this release calendar, and I did not realize how full November 2nd is. That is The Dark Phoenix, The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, Mary Queen of Scots, and Mulan are all opening the same day.
Wow. I didn't think Mulan was coming out this year.
Isn't that two Disney movies on the same day?
Yeah.
Mary Queen of Scots is the one with frickin' Harley Quinn playing Elizabeth.
Yep.
Remember?
Mortal Engines comes out next year. Aren't you all excited to see the Bumblebee movie?
Nope.
We completely forgot that to put that in our dumpster fire.
I am curious to see how they do the time period thing. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I like Haley Steinfeld, and it's John Cena. He's gonna be my new Rock.
Jesus.
I'm a wrestling fan, okay?
Right.
What's that one he's in? The parents find their children their text message. That thing.
The
I'll watch
blockbusters
when it's on HBO Go.
Rooster blocked. That's what it is. It's a rooster logo. Rooster blocked.
Yeah.
All right, well, if nobody else has anything else to add, let's wrap this up because it's getting late for the people on the East Coast. Poor Ray. Does anybody have anything they would like to plug for the rest of the week?
Why do you always look at me? I don't plan things out.
Toy Fair's starting to get closer, so there's going to be a whole lot of fun toy news over the next couple of weeks that I'm going to try and keep up with.
Awesome. And Ray's got the Daily Static coming up this week. Remember, it's a different episode, so you have to plug different stuff, the same stuff twice, remember?
Yeah. We got Weekly Static coming up on... I hope you all appreciated the way I was segueing my energy levels there.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can tell by enthusiasm, the Weekly Static every Friday, covering the top issues in Bleeding Cool television coverage.
Yeah. And as we said back in TV, there really isn't that much coming out this week. We're still kind of in a weird award season / crap movie time of year. We have like another 2 weeks or so before the good stuff starts dropping again. So we'll probably have some reviews coming up for maybe some award season stuff going into the Oscars and all that stuff.
And the next round of the Bleeding Cool Readers Awards will be going up probably in the next week. All the nominations are now closed, and I'm working through filtering them down into the top 3 or 4 entries into each category, and we'll get those sections up here, again, probably at least by mid-next week.
Awesome.
Good to know. Well, I would like to thank you for joining us for another episode, and if you want to drop into our comment sections either here on YouTube or on the website and let us know what movie you're looking forward to, and inevitably, what did we forget? Because I'm sure we forgot something. We even looked at a release calendar, and I'm sure we still forgot something. And have a good night, and thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye, guys.